Kick a hole in the speaker, unpull the plug, then I jet back to the lab like they did it again. The hooligans are taking over. Look at the new slogan, keep on making me hot, and soon the roof's open. The proof is in the potion, the juices are flowing. It's all good when we toasting like 2 cups of Moet. We can take a cruise to the ocean. You can sleep but you'll lose if you snooze. Then I step out the jam. I have to make a move like they did it again, they did it again. Hooligans stand tall, they stand tall, they stand tall. Hooligans stand tall, they stand tall, they stand tall. We stand tall like a bunch of hooligans, and we came here to win. Gotta make the people understand. We came here to win, and we stand tall. I have to make a move like come on, 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 come on. Hooligans stand tall, they stand tall, they stand tall. Hooligans stand tall, they stand tall, they stand tall. So here's a show for all you innocent bystanders. I'm in a jam like Fred Sanford, while you act like Pamela Anderson. They hit you with the 1-2 and we can make you jump.
What is up, hooligans, and happy freedom. Welcome to another episode of Coffee with Hooligans, where we try to make the news suck a little less. I appreciate all of you guys being here. If you're over on Rumble, please hit that like button. More likes equals more hooligans. We're going to read through the schedule really quick, and then we will be checking on all the chats. So let me know how you hooligans are doing today. Then, of course, we'll be getting things started. We are not live on X or Kick right now because Rumble Studio just won't fucking do what I want it to do. So it's just not working. There's nothing I can do about it. I've tried to reset the live twice. It's not changing anything. There's something wrong with Rumble Studio. Either way, we're going to be starting off with this first video titled The Most Epic Air Force One Flyover. I believe it happened yesterday over an NFL game. I don't really watch sports because it's all fake and I got better shit to do. But it's pretty cool looking. Then we got a video titled Study Finds 2 to 3 cups of coffee or tea daily may protect against diabetes and heart disease. We need all that coffee we can get, so I figured we just throw that in there as well. Then we got a video titled Senate Advances Bipartisan Plan to End Shutdown. It's not over yet, but they're working on ending the government shutdown. Then we got a video titled Supreme Court Rejects Bid to Overturn Gay Marriage Decision. We kind of knew this was going to happen. And it did. It happened the way we thought it was going to happen. Then we got a video titled Trump Pardons Rudi Giuliani and Others Allegedly Involved in Efforts to Overturn the 2020 Election. Now we know that's all bullshit that they're talking about there as far as that nonsense, but either way, President Trump handing out these pardons here. Then we got a video titled Trump Promises At Least $2,000 a person in tariff dividends. President Trump saying we're going to get some stimulus or something like that. I don't know. He's floated this idea before, but the way that this sounds right now, it kind of does sound like that's what we're going to get. I'm trying to fix this chat here because there's something not working with it. Either way. Then we got a video titled, or actually then we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today it was provided by Get Some, and it's titled The Price is Wrong. Then getting back into the news, we got a video titled Newly Released Emails Offer Peek into Ghislaine Maxwell's Life in Prison. She's pretty much a happy camper for somebody that's being in prison. Then we got video titled ICE arrests 15 people in Kenner after resident complaints. Go ahead and pick those illegals up. Get them up out of here. Then we got video titled stolen cars used as battering rams in Los Angeles. A robbery crew stole over $2.5 million in goods. It's LA being soft on crime. That's what the actual problem is. Then we got video titled, then we'll be getting the last little bit of the news. Of course, it's lefties losing it. Today it's titled Sold as Ghoul Mocks Erica Kirk, which is not surprising because the lefties love making fun of Erica Kirk after they shot her husband. Then we'll be getting into the fun stuff. We'll be opening today's door of the Advent Calendar from Tori Wayne. See what gnome we get today. Then we got our two funny videos of the day. First one is provided by Colty. It's titled Shell Shocked Smurf. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Stoner, and it's titled This is America. All of that's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat and see how you hooligans are doing today. And what is up, everyone, over on jeffmaclive.com. What's up, Russell? What's up, Snooks? What's up, Tom Tom? What's up, Ghostly? What's up, Guess Some? Happy freedom, you hooligans. Appreciate all of you guys being on the website. Let's see. What is up, everyone, over on Rumble? Snooks, you were first today. Happy freedom to you, and I appreciate you racing to the chat, Snooks. Back Frank, happy freedom to you. What's up, Dun? What's up, Colty? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. What's up, Sind? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Sly Dog? What's up, Mana? Happy freedom. What's up, Otters? Happy freedom to you. Make sure we get everybody here scrolling through really quick. What's up, Kevin? Happy freedom. What's up, MU? What's up, Tony Rez? Happy freedom to you. Try to make sure we don't miss anyone. What's up, Kane? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Elder Zoomer? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Giggling Spy? Russell, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. I think we got everybody. You hooligans, make sure you hit that like button. See if you can get us on the front page of Rumble. And we're not live on Kick, so we'll just go ahead and get that off the screen. What is up, everyone, over on Twitch? Happy freedom to you, hooligans. And what is up, everyone, over on the Goof Tube? What's up, True Crime? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Agent O? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Derek? Happy freedom. Mr. Satan, happy freedom to you. What's up, Shanti? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Joe? What's up, Mike Ingalls? Mana, you're omnipresent. Appreciate you. Happy freedom, you hooligans. What's up, Turbo? Happy freedom to you. I think we got everybody. Make sure you hooligans hit that like button as well over on the Goof Tube. Like a big fuck you to those commies. Either way, let's get into things. Like I said, I think we're going to play this first two back to back. First one is President Trump doing a flyover from yesterday, flying over the stadium. And then the second video is study finds 2 to 3 cups of coffee or tea daily may protect against diabetes and heart disease. Like I said, we're going to play these back to back. Let's get this pulled up real quick like. Now before we get into this, I want to remind you hooligans, we have these Hooligan Love t-shirts. Let me grab this link really quick if I can find it, because I just put new links together. Now either way, this is a brand new design on a brand new merch store. We're not messing with spring anymore. I'm going to go through and change all the links. I will at some point. But either way, this design was created by Alistair, so I'm also going to be dropping his links in the chat because he's a badass. And I want to give you guys the ability to hire him for your creative needs, because if he thinks, or if you think it, he can create it. Now, like I said, these are new shirts on a new merch store. All the merch on the new merch store are brand new. So there's all kinds of new stuff for you to check out. I'm going to drop all these links in the chats while we watch this first video. And like I said, we're going to play these first two back to back. Okay, badass flyover there. President Trump was at an NFL game yesterday. People were pretty excited about it. There was some booing from the crowd, and all the lefties are excited about that, but I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal. Either way, we're going to get into the second video here. Let me get this pulled up real quick as YouTube will allow. Really fast video. This one's not even a minute long. This is titled Study Finds 2 to 3 cups of coffee or tea daily may protect against diabetes and heart disease. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Good news for coffee lovers. A brand new study finds that drinking several cups of caffeinated coffee or tea every day that could protect against type 2 diabetes, coronary heart disease, as well as a risk of stroke. The findings add to existing research suggesting that daily coffee drinkers have better heart health than non-drinkers, provided they don't drink too much caffeine, so there's a fine line there. The researchers found drinking 2 to 3 cups of regular coffee or up to 3 cups of tea a day was the sweet spot there. So go get another cup before you head home.
Okay. Nothing too crazy. I just figured we start off with some easy videos. This next one, Senate advances bipartisan plan to end the shutdown, the Schumer shutdown, the Democrat shutdown. It's coming to an end. It's coming up next. It ain't over yet, but it's getting in the right direction. Plus, the illegals are not getting the health care that the Democrats were demanding. I don't know what's changed, but apparently they're willing to wait. It's all coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about President Trump flying over the stadium yesterday, as well as the coffee video there. They were saying drinking 2 to 3 cups of caffeinated coffee or tea can help protect you against diabetes, heart disease, and risk of stroke. They also mentioned that coffee drinkers generally have better heart health as long as they're not drinking too much coffee. I know they're not including me because I'd be drinking 12, 13, 15 cups of coffee every day. I know they're not talking about me. Either way, talking about ending the government shutdown coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat and see what you hooligans think about those first 2 videos. Guess didn't work for me. I drink 2 cups and still stroke. I mean, you know, a stroke a day, I don't know what it'll do. It'll prevent you from doing bad things. There's all kinds of things I want to say, but it's not Saturday. I got to try and reel it in. What's up, Ghostly? Happy freedom. Only 2 cups. Fuck off. I do what I want. That's right. I don't know. Two cups ain't enough. I start with one of these. Is this 1 cup or is this 2 cups? This is 32 ounces. Is this, what do they think? You know, start off with a bucket of coffee. Russell, don't stroke it. Don't tell me how to live my life. I'm stroking it right now. What are you talking about? What's up, Cricket Kiss? Happy freedom to you. Now they just want us to invest in coffee beans? Probably. Otters, Democrats caved on the pressure from the other dark money. It's got to be. And what about 10 cups a day? Because that's my low bar. About all I drink. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Like, they didn't really say. They probably mean 8-ounce cups, but you never know. Beck Frank, why boo it? Oh, they love booing President Trump. They act like it actually does something. Kevin, why don't you get enough sleep? Why are you not sleeping enough? Got women keeping you up all night. Back Frank, hands above the table. I'm multitasking. You hear me flipping my chapstick. What's up, TBD? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Knox? Happy freedom to you. Derek, so with 12 cups a day, I'm good. Yeah, I think that means we're in perfect health. I'm pretty sure. What's up, Lux? Got Rand Paul on the brain. I suppose that happens. I don't even know what that person looks like, but it's too bad you don't like them, and we're not talking about them all at the same time. Moving forward here, Senate advances bipartisan plan to end the shutdown. Now, it's not all over yet, but they're making some deals, and it doesn't include health care for illegals, so that's good. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
The motion upon reconsideration is agreed to.
The government's a big step closer to reopening after the Senate voted to advance a stopgap funding bill last night. It's a compromise between centrist Democrats and Republicans. It does not extend expiring Obamacare subsidies, so many Democrats opposed it.
We must fight because a senior citizen cannot afford to pay $25,000 a year just for health insurance. We must fight to keep millions from financial ruin.
Republicans do agree to a vote on the subsidies by early next month.
We have senators, both Democrat and Republican, who are eager to get to work to address that crisis in a bipartisan way.
The bill funds much of the government through January. The broader deal has longer provisions for military, construction, and veterans affairs, the legislative branch, and agriculture. The plan funds SNAP through September.
People are hungry. And you can see also, sometimes in the kids' eyes, you can see their fear. because they're afraid.
For federal workers, the agreement ensures shutdown back pay. It reverses recent mass firings and prohibits any more this fiscal year. If the plan becomes law, federal employees will get paid again. That could prevent scenarios like this around Thanksgiving.
They changed the flight, then they changed it again. Eventually it got canceled. And when we got to standby, there were like 30 other people on standby.
I'm Amy Kiley reporting.
Okay. Like I said, they're making deals trying to end the government shutdown. It's not over with yet, but it sounds like it's coming to an end. Next up, Supreme Court rejects bid to overturn gay marriage decision. We kind of knew this was going to happen. They talk a little bit more about all of this, how this all came up to be in the first place. Apparently, this woman wanted to have the ability to refuse to give out marriage licenses because of her freedom of religion, which doesn't make sense, because if you work at a business, it ain't up to you to do shit, and like your job is to do what you're told. You don't get to make decisions. That's why you're the employee and not the employer. So that was kind of dumb in the first place, but they talk about that, and then of course making their decision to not overturn it. It's all coming up next, but first we're gonna hop in the chat, see what you Hooligans think about Senate advancing this bipartisan plan to end the shutdown. They're saying that the Senate voted to advance a bill that will get the government back up and running. It doesn't extend the Obamacare, and SNAP will be funded. Federal workers are going to get back pay, and it's going to reverse firings that happened because of the shutdown, and it's also going to block federal workers from being fired for the rest of the year, so they don't have to worry about their job for Christmas and Thanksgiving and all of that stuff. But on New Year's, they may be fired again. You never know. Either way, like I said, next up, we're talking about gay marriage. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you Hooligans think about them ending the government shutdown. Guess I grew up poor and food was scarce, but was too young to be afraid. That dude's full of it. Yeah, I agree. He probably knows what kids like. He looks like he's real fond of kids. He's like, oh, you can see the fear in their eyes. If you can see that, you're a little too close and you need to back up. And like, there's no reason a kid should be scared, like over, they don't know anything about food stamps and shit. He's talking that nonsense, as Democrats do. Ghostly sounds like Republicans are taking a fake win and will cave to Dems when the eyes are off of them. It definitely could be. I don't trust any of those people on Capitol Hill. What's up, Rappy? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Patriot Dad? Happy freedom to you. Got the day off tomorrow. Badass. Otters, none of our obese children are scared. Yeah, exactly. What's up, Major? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Roy? Happy freedom to you. Major, so we're continuing Bidenomics? Pretty much. Sly Dog Rumble stock went up today. That's cool. I should make some investments. Kevin, oh, the time change? Yeah. I don't know, after the time change happened, I actually sleep better now. I don't know why. I didn't realize I wasn't sleeping that good until the time changed, and now I actually sleep better. What's up, Tar Kitty? Happy freedom to you. Tar Kitty talking about the pipe bomb person. Yeah. We covered something about it. I don't know. I think we just read through it. I don't remember what day it was. Friday or Saturday. What's up, Skulls? Happy freedom. H&O. Only one stroke a day? I know. Those are rookie numbers. All right, Hooligans. We're going to move forward. Like I said, in this next one, Supreme Court rejects bid to overturn gay marriage decision, which I figured that was going to happen. I didn't think they were going to take it away. I do think that they need to adjust it, though. So if you're a private business or whatever, you don't have to participate in the nonsense. Or if you're a church, you don't have to participate in the nonsense, especially if it goes against your religion. But we'll see. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't, and let's get into this.
The Supreme Court denied a petition from former Kentucky clerk Kim Davis asking the justices to overturn its 2015 decision legalizing gay marriage nationwide. The High Court did not elaborate on its decision to reject the petition, but the justices were widely expected to reject the appeal. Davis made national headlines in 2015 for refusing to issue a marriage license for a same-sex couple despite the High Court's ruling. The Supreme Court in Obergefell v. Hodges legalized same-sex marriage nationwide in June 2015, a ruling Davis asked the current High Court to overturn. She claimed her First Amendment religious rights should shield her from personal liability for denying marriage licenses to same-sex couples. With the Supreme Court's rejection Monday, Davis has exhausted her last appeal after losses at lower federal courts. Davis's case was the first formal request for the Supreme Court to overturn Obergefell since it was handed down by the High Court 10 years ago. Since the ruling, Congress passed the Respect for Marriage Act in 2022, which requires all 50 states and all federal territories to recognize same-sex marriage as a backstop in the event Obergefell is overturned.
Okay. Like I said, not anything surprising there. I wasn't expecting them to overturn it. I know some of the liberals get all excited and stuff. They're like, oh no, they're going to take our rights away. No, they're not. SCOTUS decided not to overturn gay marriage, which I expected everybody was assuming that was going to happen. The woman that did the appeal wanted the ability to refuse marriage licenses to same-sex couples, saying it was part of her freedom of religion. Like I was saying, I think that the government should let the licenses be available. If you want to involve the government in your relationship, then more power to you. Enjoy the way it changes your taxes. But I think that if it comes to private businesses and churches and stuff, that they shouldn't be able to force you. Like same-sex couples shouldn't be allowed to go into church and force marriage and stuff like that. It's against, stuff in the Bible and all of that. So you're infringing on their freedom of religion by forcing them to do it, or like the cake maker stuff and all of that, right? They didn't want to make a gay cake or whatever. And if it's your private business or it's your religion, they shouldn't be able to force you. But if the government wants to be involved in your relationship and you want them involved, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Next up, Trump pardons Rudi Giuliani and others allegedly involved in efforts to overturn the 2020 election, which is a bunch of bullshit. But either way, they got their pardons. It's coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what your hooligans think about SCOTUS not overturning gay marriage. Yeah, Ghostly, I think you're right. Guess cop. I can't arrest you for cocaine. It's against my religion. Sorry, lady. Just do your job. Yeah. That's how it goes. County clerk, private county clerk, government job. Yeah. Well, and that's what I'm saying. If you're the county clerk, you work for the government. You work for the courthouse. It's not up to you, to decide how things go. So I don't know. I thought that was funny that that's how it all came to be, but wasn't expecting that. What's up, Cheeky Chops? Happy freedom to you. Rappy got down to 32 here last night and didn't get above 30 here today. Yeah. It's in the 20s here today. We got 5 inches of snow overnight, and we're supposed to get like another 2 or 3 tomorrow. It sucks. I want to just cry. I hate looking at outside. It's awful outside. It's a bunch of bullshit. It shouldn't be that way. You guys can have my share of the snow. Ja, happy freedom to you, John. Thank you for gifting a sub over on Rumble. You're a badass. Thank you so much, Ja. What's up, Dawn? Happy freedom. What's up, Cass? Happy freedom. You got snow too, Cass? Yeah. The snow is rough. Ja, I got 5 inches for you right now, bro. Thanks, Ja. It's better than the snow, I swear to God. Thank you, Ja. You hooligans crack me up today. Major gay is gonna gay. I was gonna ask you guys if you guys got snow. It's supposed to be in the 50s and 60s Thursday, Friday, or something like that. So hopefully it melts. I'm hoping. I don't know what I'm hearing. I'm hearing something weird. Klaus Daniels, you need to chill out. Chill that booty out. Kevin's Remembrance Day tomorrow. Oh yeah, it's Veterans Day tomorrow. That's right. I had forgot. I never know what day it is. Rappy, you don't have snow yet? Well, congratulations to you. Otters, lower Wisconsin got it? Yeah. I guess some got it real bad. Lots of snow. I'm glad it's going to melt, though, because I'm not ready for it. Kevin, you guys just had flurries? It's been dumping on us. What's up, Mav? What's up, CJ? What's up, Knucking Futz? Happy freedom. CJ is 35 this morning, mid 80s the next 3 days. Hell yeah. Mav, Wisconsin sent all the snow to Michigan. I think you're right, because it is dumping on us right now. It's been snowing all day. Every time I look out the window, it's snowing. It's racist. All that white stuff's out there. What's up, John Costello? Happy freedom. Don't say the S word. I'm already tired of it. I know I about threw up when I woke up this morning. Derek, yeah, 5 inches of snow. Just slapped us right in the face with it. Thank you so much, Ja, for gifting another sub over on Rumble. You're a badass, Ja. Thank you. Cheeky Chops, I don't know why it's glitching. It shouldn't be glitching on our end. Something's wrong with Rumble Studio, though. I can't get X or Kick to run right now. It just says connecting over and over again. We'll have to try again tomorrow. Got some 27 last night, but no persip. That's pretty cold for Texas. Russell had iced up last night. I heard the illegals were afraid. They heard that ice was coming. Moving forward here, like I said, Trump pardons Rudi Giuliani and others allegedly involved in efforts to overturn the 2020 election. Supposedly, kind of, sort of, make it might. It's coming up next, but first I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to participate in Free Speech Saturday, make sure you post all of your memes over on Discord or on jeffmaclive.com. Just hop in the group chats on either platform. You'll see the tabs labeled memes. Drop what you got and we'll shout you out as we're making Saturdays more fun. Let's get this pulled up. Come on, come on. Breaking. Now this is soft ass news, so they're going to be speaking about this in a way you can imagine. Hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
Breaking news overnight from Washington, where President Trump apparently has pardoned dozens of former aides, attorneys, and others who were involved in the effort to overturn the 2020 election results. The list includes former New York City Mayor Rudi Giuliani. Nancy Cortez is at the White House. Nancy, good morning.
Nate, good morning to you. This is the new list of pardons, 77 people. It was posted late last night by Ed Martin, the Justice Department's pardon attorney, on his personal X account. And among those receiving a, quote, full, complete, and unconditional pardon are some well-known names, people who served as President Trump's attorneys during the first term, including, as you mentioned, the former New York City Mayor Rudi Giuliani, Sidney Powell, Jenna Ellis, John Eastman, along with Trump's advisor, longtime advisor, Boris Epstein, and his former chief of staff, Mark Meadows. They are on the list, too. Now, some of these individuals were involved in conversations about pressuring state legislatures or about submitting alternate slates of electors after former President Joe Biden defeated Trump in the 2020 election. This document appears to have been signed by the president on Friday. It says, quote, "This proclamation ends a grave national injustice perpetrated upon the American people following the 2020 presidential election and continues the process of national reconciliation." A few people on this list did plead guilty to state charges in Georgia a couple of years ago, but they've never faced federal charges. So these pardons, Tony, appear to be largely symbolic.
All right, Nancy, thank you very much.
Okay. The conflict of emotions in that video, they're all mad at these people because of their efforts in overturning the 2020 election, but they weren't actually charged with anything. So the pardons don't actually pardon them from anything. But CBS still says these are bad people because of their efforts in trying to overturn the 2020 election, which is something that didn't even happen. But that's okay. At least they got the pardons and stuff. And the lefties, they love hating on Rudi Giuliani. So for him to get this symbolic victory is sure going to piss them off today. Next up, Trump promises at least $2,000. I don't know why they worded it like that. It's not at least it's up to $2,000. These people are just flat out lying. But either way, Trump promises falsely at least $2,000 a person in tariff dividends. Now, there's been an idea of this floated before. I think they were saying $5,000 checks. Trump had said on Air Force One during mingling with the press, he said that maybe one day we might get like $5,000 checks. maybe. And then everybody lost their mind and they were like, where's my money? I ain't got paid yet. F you, Trump, blah, 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 all this shit. And it was a may could might situation. He was saying maybe that would happen. In this situation, he's saying it is going to happen. So, I mean, we have reason to believe that we may receive up to $2,000. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hype in the chat, see what you Hooligans think about these pardons. Once again, Rudi Giuliani, John Eastman, Mark Meadows, Sidney Powell, Jenna Ellis or however you say her name, and others all received full pardons from President Trump. They are pardoned for the claims against them, stating that they were involved in efforts to overturn the 2020 election, which we all know is nonsense. And at the end, they mentioned that these people are not really facing any federal charges and that the pardons are more symbolic. Like I said, $2,000 from the government to our pockets coming up next. But first, we're going to hop in the chat. Russell, show me the money. That's right. Guess I'm only CBS biased reporting. Yeah. Sometimes it's more entertaining, though. Like, we're hearing about good things happening, but you hear it from people that hate that good things are happening. It's way more entertaining than hearing people that are just happy that good things are happening. Major, so did Hillary. Getting those pardons. Yep. What's up, Edward? Happy freedom to you. Saying happy freedom to Klaus. Yes. He's snoozing right now. He's sleeping right on top of his noggin. Major, I swear he likes the drama. Yeah. President Trump, he likes the trolling. Otters, my husband says, I don't need a pardon because I'm too boring to crime like a boss. Well, that's okay. You don't want to need a pardon, you know. Otters, I see what you're saying. That damn AutoPen keeps missing my name for the pardons. I wonder who else he pardoned. And I really wonder how much money they make from the pardons. Because it's $1,000 to get a pardon from your governor. At least from my governor, that's how much it costs. So I looked it up once, and I can't remember what it is. I want to say it's like $50K, but maybe it's like $10K to get a pardon from the president. It's like signing checks. Kevin, it's -2 where you are and snowing, but it's 11 and raining here. I don't know why it's so much colder here. No worries, Edward. What's up, Matt Rogers? Happy freedom to you. Otters, Trump making moolah. His new red watch is like $300, but it's badass. I haven't seen his watch. Presidents, actually, I think they get their own presidential watch. I don't know if you can buy them off eBay or anything like that, but I want to say they get a special watch for being president, too. Edward, it's just raining where you are. Lucky you. We're getting everybody's snow all at once. What's up, Nick? Happy freedom. My question is, will I have to pay that $2,000 like last time? I don't know. They're calling it a dividends. And I think they're saying that way we won't have to tax it. But let me see. Let's see. No. But it's not telling me why. The dividend represents a form of tax relief rather than taxable income. So it's not considered profit. So it's not taxable. Cool. We'll see if that's true. You never know until we're actually walking through the shit. But, you know, they're suggesting that we won't have to pay tax on it. Guess no tax is possible paid as a tax break. Yeah, you're right. Matt Rogers, omnipresent. Appreciate you. What's up, Scott? Happy freedom to you. Thank you for joining us over here on the website. You hooligans, show Scott the ropes here, the chat. What's up, Tom? Happy freedom to you. Guess I got my $5,000 check. I guess Trump just hates y'all. Don't start that shit. Everybody got all mad at me because I was telling everybody, I was like, we're probably not getting that money. And everyone's like, fuck you, Jeff Mack. I need that $5,000. I'm like, I need it too, but I don't think we're getting it. And they're like, I can't hear this shit. I'm unsubscribed. I'm canceling my membership. I'm no longer a hooligan. I can't hear this shit. And then we didn't get the doll hairs. Like, well, I don't like being right because I'm only right about things that suck. Like not getting that 5,000 doll hairs. Ghostly, last time Trump gave out money in COVID, the Pennsylvania government stole my check and taxed me for it. Tell him to take his check and shove it up his ass. Yeah, I remember when we got stimulus and stuff. I didn't even trust it. I didn't even cash the checks for a long time because I just didn't trust it. But yeah, we'll see what happens this round. Every time Trump comes around, the government shuts down and we all start getting stimulus. What's up, Energy Woman? Happy freedom to you. Major still drive up inflation. That's what I wonder too. Is giving us money causing inflation? Oh, Kevin, that's badass. You don't have to have a passport or anything to come here. Otters, I think they're labeling it a rebate so there's no taxes. Yeah, I'm thinking so. What's up, Chad? Happy freedom. Because 38 trillion in debt just isn't enough. Yeah. Well, President Trump, when we get through this video, I'm going to pause it because they don't read out what he says. They flash it on the screen. It's a huge paragraph, and they just flash it on the screen and then try to tell you what it says. We're going to actually read it when we put it up here in a little bit. Beck Frank, stimulus. I said hands above the table. Got to put my hands up. Just revving the engine a little. Nick, sorry, didn't mean to hold up the snow. Yeah, like I wish I could share with you guys because I have more than my share of snow here. John Costello, you guys got almost a foot of snow? That's racist. I don't know what is going on. It's like we didn't have snow yesterday. Now we got too much snow. Usually winter doesn't happen like this. It's like, you know, we get flurries or something for a couple days. Not, here you go. Here's winter. It's like, pretend it's January. Like, I don't like it. Derek, we don't get snow until March these days. We don't get spring until the end of May here. And people like do not understand that. Everybody's like, oh, I'm picking out a new swimsuit. Oh, I get to wear shorts today. Oh, yeah, we got winter for another 3 months. Like, sucks. Sucks the ass. What's up, Salty Ginger? Happy freedom to you. Salty Ginger, you guys got about 8 inches of snow. It's been in the low 20s and teens since Friday. I am sorry to hear that. What's up, Salty Alien? Happy freedom to you. Did you see the Sienna chase? No, I don't know what that is. What's up, show what? Happy freedom to you. I've done winters in Antarctica, bring on the snow. I do not like snow. It's not really the snow itself I hate. It's the way that everybody behaves and drives in the snow. That's what I really can't hate. Or I really can't stand. What's up, Barbara? Happy freedom to you. It's getting chilly here in California. 73 degrees. Yeah, it must be really tough. What's up, Zen? Happy freedom. Agent O, yeah. I'm sure. What's up, Zero? Happy freedom. Chad, it never snows an average amount. Always more or less. Yep. Patriot Dad, I'm going to buy gold or a pew-pew with it. Hell yeah. I'm going to probably get my car fixed. Maybe I'll be able to get my teeth cleaned. I would love that. Beck Frank, I'm going to swim today. Will you enjoy that, Beck Frank? You're going to have to take a lap for all of us here because we're descending into frozen hell. Moving forward here, like I said, Trump promises at least $2,000 here as a person in tariff dividend. Now that's a lie. And they quoted him, misquoted him. They quoted him in the title while misquoting him. That is not what he said. He doesn't say at least. He says up to $2,000. But you know how the left is. They're going to lie about everything. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already. And let's get into this.
President Donald Trump promised Americans a tariff dividend of at least $2,000 a person in a post on social media. He called anyone.
Okay, like I said, they just flash this shit on the screen. And we're going to read it instead of them telling us what it is. Oh, I guess it does say in the post, when he's on the plane and he's talking about this in the interview, he says up to $2,000. But either way, it says, people that are against tariffs are fools. We are now the richest, most respected country in the world with almost no inflation and a record stock market price. 401ks are the highest ever. We are taking in trillions of doll hairs and will soon begin paying down our enormous debt. 37 trillion doll hairs. Record investment in the USA, plants and factories going up all over the place. A dividend of at least 2,000 doll hairs a person, not including high income people, which they don't say who's that, but it ain't us, I'm sure, will be paid to everybody. Now, it's not necessarily a promise, but it is better than it was. Now, anyways, let's get through the rest of the video here.
One who doesn't support his economic policy fools while touting his tariff strategy. Trump said the dividend would not include, quote, high-income people, but did not elaborate on what the cutoff might be.
I haven't spoken to the president about this yet, but it could. The $2,000 dividend could come in lots of forms, in lots of ways.
The Treasury Department says the administration has collected $195 billion in tariff duties as of September. Tariffs have been a source of economic uncertainty, exacerbated even more by the recent government shutdown that froze small business loans and laid off federal employees. Despite the promise from Trump, it's likely any dividends would need the approval of Congress. Trump's tariffs are also being questioned by the Supreme Court. If the High Court considers the tariffs a tax, Trump's economic plan could see a major blow, as Congress, not the president, has the power to tax.
All right, so like I was saying, when they mentioned the $5,000 hairs months ago or whatever, it was a bunch of may, could, might. That might happen is what he said during talking to the press on Air Force One, and then they ran with it. Now in this one, he also did a presser with the press on Air Force One talking about this, and he was saying it's up to $2,000 and everyone is expected to get this who's not high income, but they don't say what that limit is. And then apparently he went and made a truth post saying the same thing. So it sounds like we actually are going to get this, but some of the details are they're saying that President Trump posted on Truth that Americans will receive a dividend up to $2,000 hairs, mentions high-income people will not receive it. They mentioned that Congress would have to approve the dividend, which I don't really know what to think because they love giving Americans money when it equals control. If they're getting a dividend, you're not signing up for anything. They're not holding your life hostage on contract. I don't know that Congress is actually going to give us this money. They may not. They also mentioned that if SCOTUS rules against the tariffs, that it could prevent us from getting the check, putting political pressure on SCOTUS because now Americans are going to want that check. So now it's making Americans, in general, in favor of tariffs because it equals us getting money, whether you're Democrat or Republican. And so people who don't like the tariffs, they might change their mind now that they're getting $2,000 hairs, and all of this is putting pressure on SCOTUS. Now Americans want the tariffs, and we want our checks, so you better not fuck it up, SCOTUS, because you're going to piss off America. And so we'll see how this turns out. Next up, we got our midlife break, our funny video halfway through. Today, it was provided by Get Some, and it's titled, The Price is Wrong. It's coming up next, but first, we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about this $2,000 hair check that we might be getting. Obnoxious Scott, trans hookers are way cheap, I hear. I don't know. I don't have a use for that. I'll be saving my $2,000 hairs. So I'll believe it when I see it. Yeah. Russell, let's see. 2,000 should pay for some cocaine and hookers. Yeah, I mean, it probably could. Guess is that dude crying? He might be. Guess yeah, we got way too much snow. Snooks, no snow here. Come for a visit. My car would never make it. I can't even get on the freeway. My car is so bad. I'm supposed to take it into the shop on Wednesday. It's going to be $1,090. They're going to change the 2 control arms and ball joints and what else? There's something. I can't remember what else it is. CV axles. They're replacing both CV axles. And it's not, that's not going to fix the transmission. That's not going to fix all brakes all the way around. It's not going to fix the wheel bearing. I just found out today that I got to replace. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know. I'm throwing $1,000 in the wind, and it's not even going to fix all the problems in my car. So I don't know what to do, but I'm counting down the days to that. I've been eating off of a credit card for the last 3 days, anticipating this bullshit. So I don't know. I try not to think about it because it just makes me want to be dead. So next, you could fly to Florida. Yeah, if I didn't have to drive 2 hours to the closest airport. Kevin, I'd probably get Christmas gifts with it. Yeah. $2,000 It's a good little chunk of change there. I'm still not going to thank the government for it. That's our doll hairs. We gave them those doll hairs. So I'm not saying thank you when they give it back. I'm just not. That is our Monday. Our money. I'm reading what man is writing. Wednesday. It is Wednesday. Otters, it just makes me want to be dead. I'm stealing that. Well, nobody wants to die, but nobody likes paying bills either. So if you're just dead, well, then you don't have to die and you don't have to pay bills. So I say that all the time. It's not good. You shouldn't say that, but that's how I feel all the time, that I'm awake every day. What's up, AR16? Happy freedom to you. It's like we're borrowing money from ourselves. Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I am not saying thank you for this check. This is our money. What's up, Bill Clay? Happy freedom to you. Done. I'm sitting here at 26 degrees. Had to get out my monster feet slippers. Yeah. It's cold like that here. I'm not sure what it is. Like 28 degrees the last time I looked. Let me see. Pull up. Nah, I gotta switch places. This cute girl I talked to lives somewhere else. Yeah, it's 28 here. And winter storm warning. And it's gonna be 27 tonight. And 30-mile-an-hour winds. And we're going to get 2 more inches in the next 6 hours. I better put some lipstick on. Jesus loves us. Anyways, reading through a little bit more. And like I said, next up, we got our midlife break. Obnoxious Scott, what year and how many miles? I have a 09 Subaru Outback. And it's got 150,000 miles. Brand new head gaskets. And timing belt on it. But everything else is messed up. The transmission has to be replaced because the differential is inside of the transmission. The differential is bad. Zero, if we do get that, I'll be paying off one of my credit cards, but rather go to the casino. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'll be paying off credit cards. Russell, Wyoming is a great place. What happens in Wyoming? I never hear anything about Wyoming. Which is good. It must be nice. Because if we're not covering anything in Wyoming, we only cover bad stuff generally. So it must be nice there. Otters, Yellowstone is in Wyoming. What's in Yellowstone? What is Yellowstone? Isn't that where they're waiting for something bad to happen? Volcano or something like that? The hot springs. Yeah, okay, I'm starting to remember that. Sled Dog. Yeah, if I could afford a Toyota, I would. But to get something that even smells like Toyota around here in Michigan, you got to have $8,000, $10,000. Like if you look at Facebook Marketplace, they'll have a Toyota 4Runner from 45 years ago with no engine, no wheels, sitting on cinder blocks, and they want $8.5 for it. And that's the way it is because people know what they got with their all-wheel drive vehicles here in Michigan. So, yeah, it is what it is. In the national park, they always say the caldera is going to kill us. Yeah, that's all I've ever heard about it. In fact, Frank, Yogi Bear. We actually have Yogi Bear campgrounds here in Michigan. They're all over the place. Yogi Bear is a big deal here. Puff of Stuff. Yeah, we're not live on X or on Kick. because Rumble Studio is not working correctly today. And I posted it, but thanks for letting me know, Puff and stuff. And happy freedom to you. Energy Woman's such a deal. Yeah. The thing is people know that Michiganders aren't going to leave the state to buy vehicles. So, like, what irritates me is I'm seeing Subarus that are just like mine, so I could buy one and then get spare parts off of it. And they're like $6,000-$7,000 and they don't run all over Michigan. But then across the lake in Wisconsin and Illinois, which also pops up when I'm looking for cars and shit because I'm right on the lake, and websites don't understand that you can't drive on the lake, so they include Wisconsin and Illinois in my search results. Same exact vehicle, perfect working condition, low mileage, $2,000. I'm like, well, great. If I could just make the 11-hour trip to fucking Wisconsin, I could get the car I need for $2,000 instead of $8,000. But no. Oh, I can't do that stuff, Patriot Dad. I fucking hate Ford. And I like Chevys, but American manufacturers do not make all-wheel drive cars. This is very rare. They're hard to get a hold of, and I have to have all-wheel drive. And if I get an SUV, then I'm back to spending $1 million on everything, and that's what sucks. I need an all-wheel drive car, but American companies just don't make good enough all-wheel drive cars. Which is funny because the manufacturers are here in Michigan where you need all-wheel drive cars, so it just doesn't make sense that they don't do that. Ghostly, rent a car and go buy a better one. I thought about it. I can rent a car for like $60 a day, but I don't know if that's going to end up being cheaper in the long run. And I have to drive 2 hours to go get the rental because there's nothing where I live. What's your name? Sud. Happy freedom. Who are you? Bitch, you came into my chat. Who the fuck are you? It's like somebody calling you and going, who's this? Nobody. I'm fucking nobody. Don't call her again. Gay kid. What's up, Bobby Johnson? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Creekwater? Happy freedom to you. Tar Kitty, you could take the ferry in Muskegon. No, that shit's all closed down now because it's the winter. There's a ferry in Ludington. The biggest one is I'm not talking about you, guess some. The Badger. The Badger's in Ludington, but it's all shut down because it's wintertime now. Nick, I got a 05 Trailblazer. It's been reliable for years. I used to have a Trailblazer. It was all right, but big vehicle, big prices to fix. I spent $2,000 changing the differential on my Trailblazer, and 4 days later it went into security mode. Something happened. It thought it was being fucking stolen, and it went into lockdown. You put the key in it, and then you couldn't pull the key out. It locks the key into the fucking dashboard, and you can't turn the vehicle on. And the next day, they were resurfacing the parking lot here at the apartment complex, and they woke me up at 8 o'clock in the morning without warning, so I was real nice and armed at the same time. And they were telling me to go move my car, and I go out there, I stick my key in, it locks it in the dashboard. I can't fucking roll it forward. They're spraying the parking lot, and my fucking Trailblazer is just sitting there permanently dead. I gave it to the scrapyard for a whole $600. So when I say I want to be dead, now you know why. Anyways, moving forward here, like I said, midlife break. We got our funny video coming up. But first, I want to remind you, hooligans. Do we have ads? We do have ads. Because we are part of the premium creator program over on Rumble, we got to read this ad really quick. And then we'll go ahead and get into things. Come on, do the thing. You've probably noticed Rumble is growing fast and not slowing down. They're building a real alternative to big tech that puts creators first and actually protects free speech. And now there's Rumble Premium, an easy way to upgrade your experience. With Premium, you get ad-free viewing across the platform. No pre-rolls, no interruptions, just the content you came for. Plus, Premium members unlock exclusive content like bonus videos, behind-the-scenes drops, and more from your favorite creators. Right now, Rumble is offering $10 off an annual subscription. Just go to rumble.com/premium and use the promo code STUDIO at checkout. That's rumble.com/premium, promo code STUDIO. No ads, more freedom, and the content you actually care about. That's the deal. Okay, we did the thing. Let's pull up this funny video here. Now, this first one was provided by Get Some. Hold on a second. I'm not ready yet.
You did it!
Fight me every step of the way. Are we good? We're good. Like I said, this was provided by Get Some, and it is titled, "The Price is Wrong."
Now you did it! You have just won yourself a bag of crack. Look at that beauty.
Bag of crack? Y'all serious?
Totally serious. It's all yours. Go ahead, take our name.
He just couldn't believe it. Yes, Bob Barker would be proud. Moving forward here, getting back into the news. Next up, we got newly released emails offer peek into Ghislaine Maxwell's life in prison. Apparently, she is just stoked about the new women's camp she's been transferred to. Apparently, she's doing great, and we care a lot about how human trafficking pieces of shits are doing while they serve their prison time, so everybody will be excited to hear this. Go ahead and hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Well, newly released emails are giving us a rare look into Ghislaine Maxwell's life behind bars. The convicted sex offender was moved to a minimum security prison in Bryan, and now she's describing her new surroundings in messages obtained by NBC. Priscilla Thompson shares an exclusive look into the emails and why Maxwell's transfer is raising new questions.
Ghislaine Maxwell, in her own words, describing life in her new prison home. "I feel like I have dropped through Alice in Wonderland's looking glass," she writes, a federal prison camp Bryan, according to emails she sent to friends and family reviewed by NBC News. "I am much, much happier here," she writes. Maxwell is serving a 20-year sentence for recruiting minors to be sexually abused by Jeffrey Epstein. The emails, obtained by the House Judiciary Committee investigating allegations of special treatment, written by Maxwell after an abrupt and unusual transfer from a low-security facility in Florida to this all-women's camp in Texas, typically reserved for white-collar criminals. The move came amid backlash over the DOJ and FBI announcement in July that a review found no incriminating client list. Soon after, Maxwell met with Deputy Attorney General Todd Blanche.
Did you know of the existence of any such list?
There is no list.
Days later, she was transferred and writing emails gushing over her improved conditions. "The food is legions better. The place is clean. The staff responsive and polite," she wrote. Saying in another, "You were not allowed to steal, beat people up, and attack them with homemade weapons." The Justice Department, which oversees federal prisons, declined to comment. Maxwell's attorney saying in a statement, "It's time to get over the fact that she's in a safer facility. We should want that for everyone." The family of abuse survivor Virginia Roberts Giuffre, who later died by suicide, saying, "We strongly reject the notion that a convicted child sex trafficker should reside in a residential neighborhood shielded by fences instead of bars." Priscilla Thompson, NBC News.
Okay. Now, I don't know why that's breaking news, but that's everywhere. And nobody really knows why she got moved. That's why they were talking about potential special treatment and all of that kind of stuff, because they did the interview with Maxwell, and we were waiting to see if they were going to do some sort of hearing in front of Congress, which ended up not happening because she was waiting on an appeal or something like that. She's also requesting clemency. I don't know how you're supposed to say it, but I doubt that's going to go through too. What it seems like to me is that they did an interview with her. She declared that President Trump didn't do anything nefarious, and in return, she got moved to a woman's camp instead of this low security prison she was in, and now she gets to spend her 20 years she's got to do in prison, living this nice little life, pretend she's at summer camp, and President Trump got to clear his name. They never had to release any kind of contact list or anything like that, and now anytime you bring up Epstein stuff, well, it was all a Democrat hoax, you don't need to worry about it. And that seems to be the whole deal. That seems to be what she got out of doing the interview. They're not explicitly saying that, but, you know, that's what it looks like. Either way, next up, ICE arrests 15 people in Kenner after resident complaints. These illegals came in here, started running the place like it was their own, and they found out the hard way. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about Ghislaine Maxwell's update. Once again, apparently Maxwell is much happier at the new prison. Her emails talk about how much better the new women's camp is compared to the prison that she was in. The family of Virginia Giuffre is upset, and the of the idea that this sex trafficking or this child sex trafficker is getting softer treatment, which, yeah, I would think that she's undeserving of that. Either way, hopping in the chat. What's up, Larry? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Salty Ragu? Happy freedom to you. You're cleared for takeoff, Salty Ragu. Zero, the list is in her head. Yeah, absolutely. Russell Maxwell looks rode hard and put away wet. Yeah, that was her job. Zero, Buick makes some all-wheel drive cars. Yeah, they're just not here. There's a Ford Focus FS that's like a rally version of the Ford Focus. It's all-wheel drive, but there's none here in Michigan. I'm trying to think. There's another all-wheel drive car too. I think it's made by Honda. I'm trying to think. I can't remember what it is now. But that shit's not here in Michigan either. I don't know why. All the all-wheel drive cars I want, they're not here. It's like a Chrysler. The Chrysler 300Cs. Some of those come in all-wheel drive, but I fucking hate Chryslers. They're trash. What's up, Giggling Spy? Happy freedom to you. What's up, 8-Bit? Happy freedom to you. Patriot Dad getting up to 73 here Saturday. It's badass. I wish it was getting up to the 70s here. Major America Protects Pedos. Yeah, I wish that wasn't happening. Kevin, AI is demonic. Yeah, there's a lot of people that say that. Oh, I appreciate you, Mana. What's up, Polish? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Stowner? Happy freedom to you. Need to show the Bob Barker clip. Sleazy. Let's see. Bob Barker is totally ripping off Sleazy's game show. We'll have to see. You have to let him know. Picture Dad, they make Chargers all-wheel drive. Yeah. I don't think I can afford one, though. It would be cool. I like those Challengers, too. Obnoxious Guy. Yeah, I do like Toyotas. I just can't afford them. I don't have $10,000 to buy a wrecked 4Runner. What's up, Southern Girl? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Justice? Happy freedom to you. If you snowmobile, you love the snow. Yeah, I used to snowmobile when I was younger and I could be injured. Now the damn spider bites are taking me out, so I don't really do fun stuff anymore. What's up, Starn? Happy freedom to you. Agent O, Kia Stinger, all-wheel drive. Beat my Mustang off the line the other day. Really? I've never heard anyone say anything good about Kias. That's interesting. Creekwater, the Fusions. Yeah, there's no all-wheel drive Fusions up here either. It's like everybody took all the all-wheel drive cars and then left Michigan with them. So Lee, happy freedom. Salty alien spiders be munching. Yeah. I'm actually recovering at this point. It took a long time. 16 weeks for this spider bite to get to the point where I'm actually starting to recover now. Stoner, Kias are easy to steal. That's pretty good. I mean, depends on which end you're on. Dicks are like that too. So, like I said, coming up, ICE arrests 15 illegals. I assume they're illegal if ICE is picking them up. They don't tell you that, but the news is like that sometimes. ICE arrests 15 people in Kenner after residents make complaints. They weren't exactly eating the dogs or eating the cats, but they were working up to it. And these people had to file some complaints. They had enough. Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already, and let's get into this.
15 people are taken into ICE custody in Kenner following an operation at the boat launch there. That is where WDSU reporter Jasmine Franklin is live tonight. And Jasmine, this comes after police say that they've repeatedly gotten trash, noise, and traffic complaints in that area.
Yeah, well, Elizabeth, loud noise, trash, and theft are some of the complaints that Kenner residents have shared with police here about their experience at the boat launch, leading to those arrests. And as you mentioned, 15 people are now in custody. Last night, the police department issued a community safety operation near the boat launch. Kenner police say there was a large group of people playing loud music, smoking marijuana, and surrounded by trashed alcohol bottles. In collaboration with ICE, the FBI, and state police, 15 people were taken into custody for questioning. Kenner police say this has been a growing issue, with the group reportedly stealing items from people while they are fishing here or just enjoying the park. Chief Conley tells me it's made some residents feel unsafe from coming to the beloved park that's been a staple in this community.
I mean, that's a beautiful area, and we were getting calls from families that used to enjoy picnicking and birthday parties and things that they had said they're not going. So, you know, and that's who I work for, the 69,000 people in Kenner. So we are responsive, the councilman, the mayor, you know, we all feel the complaints, and we were policing that area, but I felt that we needed to make a stronger statement.
Tonight, Kenner police says they will continue to have a police presence here at the boat launch and the park, hoping to make residents feel safe. Reporting live tonight in Kenner, I'm Jasmine Franklin.
Okay, so like I said, I'm inclined to believe these were illegals based off the behavior and the fact that the FBI and ICE got involved. So they're saying that multiple complaints about trash, loud noise, and theft led to these arrests at the boat launch. There was a large group of people smoking weed, drinking, listening to music. I mean, these people thought they were Americans. They were hanging around the boat launch here. ICE and FBI got involved and arrested 15 of these lunatics from the gathering. They're keeping a police presence there now to make the locals feel more safe. See how it all turns out. I don't know. I still think they need to come out with some rolling counter to tell us how many people have been deported since President Trump got into office. I pulled up the national debt clock earlier today, and I seen that they changed it a little bit, which is interesting. And then I also found out that they have a rolling counter at the White House also, which we'll see if that's still there. It is still there. But we can't seem to get a rolling counter of illegals being deported. And I wish they would do that. So this is the debt clock here. They added a goal, Doge clock goal right here. Well, I'm not going to be able to highlight it because of the way this page is set up. Anyways, they got the Doge clock, which we've had, saying that they've saved us $214 billion here so far, but they got this Doge clock goal, which I don't know what the fuck this is, because this number keeps going up. So I'm not sure what the point of both of these are. And the one I found was at the White House. Democrats have shut down the government for 40 days, 19 hours, 10 minutes, and 43 seconds. I'm waiting for this to become a legal issue, too, because they keep talking about how there was a message that went to the airports, and they were supposed to be played that was talking about the Democrat government shutdown. They were saying it was biased and that it was funded with tax dollars, and it can't be both at the same time. I assume this website, being the White House website, is also funded with tax-paying doll hairs, and it says right at the top, it's got this rolling counter of Democrat shutdown. So I'm waiting to be covering news about how that's a problem too. Whatever. Anyways, I would like them to come up with a counter for how many illegals they've actually deported, because I'm pretty sure it's still less than Obama. Either way, like I said, next up, stolen cars used as battering rams in Los Angeles. A robbery crew stole over $2.5 million doll hairs in goods. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about the frozen meanies showing up and arresting these 15 people. So Ragu, I played loud music and smoked marijuana, allegedly. I know that's what I was saying. These guys thought they were Americans or something. They could just show up on our boat launch and start imitating us. Sir, I was hoping that the wheelie kid would wipe out. Is that bad? No, I think they were actually disturbing the reporter there, because they waited for her to start speaking, and then there's like howling in the background. I don't know. They were signing up to find out. Guess I'm so going to miss peeing off the porch when we move. Don't let them take that away from you, guess if there's a porch, you can take a pee. Doesn't matter if there's bystanders or not. Just deny it and tell them you voted for Harris. It'll get you off the hook. Zero, we need more frozen meanies. We do. Major, power to weight ratio is key. That's what I told her. Kevin, if you pay all of your debt per citizen amount, can you opt out of future taxes? That's what they're trying to do. They're trying to pay off our national debt and then use tariffs as taxes so we won't have to pay taxes. But I don't think that'll ever happen. But that's what they keep trying to sell us. It's quite the dream. Otters. Klaus hopefully found that spider and tortured it. I don't know. His form of torture is kissing bugs into the carpet. That's what he does. These damn stink bugs. They're all over the place. If Klaus can get near them, he'll just kiss them right in the carpet until they die. I'm like, why do you do that? Told care Bob Barker's older than dirt. Isn't Bob Barker dead? I thought he was dead. Yeah, he died in 2023. Damn, he looks way different with colored hair. I've never seen that. I've only seen Price is Right, Bob Barker. Stoner, just tell them that you're a lady and you're peeing out of your lady penis and then call them bigots. That's right. That's the proper response. Air 16, I own none of the national debt. I don't think I owe any of the national debt. I owe $42,000 in student loans. I mean, there's that. What's up, Magic Moon? Happy Freedom. He died on your birthday? I'm sorry to hear that, Magic Moon. What's up, C1? Happy Freedom to you. What's up, Bullseye? Happy Freedom to you. I pee off the porch less now that I live in the country. Yeah, it's just not as fun, Bullseye, you know? It's not as fun when you know you're not going to get caught. What's up, Christine? Happy Freedom to you. It's like banging fat chicks, you know? It's just not as fun after you get... if you're not going to get caught. What's up, Atlas? Happy Freedom. Guess Barker's dead. The price was wrong, finally. Beck Frank, or guess I identify as a fountain. Don't be racist. You guys always picking on each other. You're both getting banned. I have to treat you equally. Let me see. Where are we at here? Stolen cars used as battering rams in Los Angeles. A robbery crew stole over $2.5 million in goods. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, that our friend Larry could really use your help. Larry has recently been in and out of the hospital. He is in need of a kidney transplant. Big time. There's been all kinds of stuff going on. I put together a page for him over on the website. It's got his story, his details, links, and all kinds of stuff. If there's any way you can help our friend Larry, please go check out his page over on the website. Like I said, getting in this video here, these criminals are sort of getting creative, but they have these opportunities because California is soft on crime. Go ahead and hit that like button over on Rumble as well as the CommuTube, and let's get into this.
Our Newsmax crime report, we've told you often, smash and grab robberies are a huge problem in California.
Yeah, it's getting so bad that the LAPD is having to now team up with other departments to combat a new trend that involves using stolen cars to smash through windows of boutique stores. So Newsmax crime correspondent Jason Matera has the crazy details. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, Mark and Charlotte. So Los Angeles is once again dealing with the fallout from California's catch and release policies that let repeat offenders back on the streets to reoffend. But in this case, the loot wasn't cash or jewelry. It was actually sunglasses.
These are well-organized crews. These are criminal organizations. They trust each other. They know each other.
Authorities call them the Shade Snatchers, brazen thieves who police say have been raiding luxury eyewear shops across Southern California.
The Shade Snatchers were using stolen cars to do these smash and grabs.
Those stolen vehicles became battering rams thrown into reverse over and over until the reinforced glass finally gave way. Once inside, crews waste no time, stuffing giant bins with designer shades and other high-end loot before peeling off in a getaway car. The haul, massive. LAPD says this organized crime ring pocketed at least $2.6 million in stolen goods and left behind another $500,000 in property damage, hitting more than a dozen stores since the beginning of the year. Sometimes even circling back to clean out the same place again.
A lot of times we're seeing the same suspects arrested for the same crimes.
Investigators say at least 10 suspects have been identified, including gang members and repeat offenders. 6 have been arrested, 3 of them juveniles. Court records obtained by Newsmax show more than 20 counts of burglary and retail theft were filed on October 27th, along with firearm charges after cops recovered several illegal weapons. But veteran LA detective Louis Aguilera says cases like this will keep coming, as long as California's revolving door justice system keeps turning.
I don't think in LA especially we're holding these criminals liable for these crimes, and they're not afraid to get arrested. That's the bottom line, because they know they're going to be released.
And Mark, Charlotte, one of the reasons why so many of these suspects walk free, and we've talked about this before, is that they're juveniles. At least 3 minors were part of this robbery spree, but they're released right back in the community with virtually no risk of jail time. And police say that has to change, because right now gangs are recruiting teens to do their dirty work, knowing full well that even if they're caught, they'll be home before supper.
Yeah, and we've talked about this time and time again. It's happening in so many blue cities across America that these juveniles are the ones committing crimes for the gang leaders, that they know the laws and they know they'll get out the next day.
When will they learn? All right, Jason, thanks.
Okay. So, not real surprising with it being California, they keep letting these people out. They're saying that they're taking stolen cars and slamming them into businesses to steal from the store. They've hit more than a dozen stores since January, and some stores have been hit more than one time by these guys. They've stolen $2.68 million and worth of items, causing more than $500,000 in damage. They say 10 of the suspects have been identified. 6 of those 10 have been arrested. 3 of those 6 are juveniles, which means nothing's going to happen to these people. More than 20 counts of burglary and retail theft. They're also getting firearm charges after officers found illegal firearms. With it being Cali, soft on crime, are they going to actually be held accountable? So like they say in the video, that some of these people are repeat offenders. But if you never convict them, if you just charge them over and over again, then cut them loose for whatever reason you make up, yeah, of course they're going to re-offend. They were never held accountable when they offended the first time. It's the whole deal there. Next up, lefties losing it for the last little bit of the news we have for the day before we get into the fun stuff. Today it's titled Soulless Ghoul Mocks Erica Kirk. It's coming up next, but first we're going to hop in the chat, see what you hooligans think about these shade snatchers. Ghostly, wait till the shop owner starts sleeping in the store with a rifle. Yeah, then they're going to find out. Hey, thanks for being with us, Obnoxious Scott. Enjoy the rest of your day, and thank you for joining us on the website. Russell, stop chopping off fingers and they'll get caught. Yeah, exactly. Or they'll stop stealing, one or the other. Salty Regu, you're all clear for takeoff. Russell, all they want to do is look cool. I know. All these racists out here trying to prevent that, locking the doors of the stores and stuff. Guess put the juvenile with the gay dude for 24 hours. He'll straighten out. Scared straight. So Peyton, happy freedom? That's right. Kevin, what are you talking about? I can't even read that out loud. I don't know what that is. Magic Moon Vigilante Justice coming soon to your neighborhood. Yeah, well, I've been waiting. I think the news doesn't cover it, though, because there's no way all this crap's been going on since 2020 and nobody's stood against all the bad guys that the justice system fails to do anything about. I think the news just doesn't cover it when that stuff happens. Those people go to jail or prison or whatever they do to them, and they keep it off the news because they're worried about encouraging other Americans to solve the problems themselves. Otters, Blue Cities, yeah. Hold on. Rumblebot's trying to tell me what to say. Bam, there you go. I pay $8 a month for that thing. It'll do what I say. It's my 8 doll hairs. Otters, what happened to 3 strikes? Well, I assume these people aren't being convicted, but it's California, so maybe they don't have like a habitual offender system or anything like that. What's up, Tony Bridge? Happy freedom to you. What's up, Feeling Froggy? Happy freedom to you. Bullseye, wait till the Snatchers make their debut. This is a whole crime syndicate made by President Trump. He's the leader. Snatching those snatches. Nick, I see why if those glasses are $2.6 million, I'd probably steal too. Well, yeah, and that's the thing is they have designer sunglasses that cost way too much money. So it's like they could fill a backpack up, and that's about $1 million here in merchandise. What's up, Bloopy? Happy freedom. Feeling Froggy, they've also been looting auto part stores near areas that have street takeovers going on. That's interesting. Chad, Kelly got rid of the 3-strike law. It was too racist. Figures. That figures. All right, hooligans. Moving forward here, like I said, we got the last little bit of the news before we get into the fun stuff. It is Lefties Losing It, and today it's titled Soulless Ghoul Mocks Erica Kirk. Come on, come on. Load up. And we got Rita today. She's in pink. She's styling. You guys think it's pink? Either way, hit that like button if you haven't already. And let's get into this. 2 doll hairs if you want to be able to hear it while we watch it.
It's time for Lefties Losing It. And let's start with a fine example of the modern left. They're privileged, out of touch, hateful, angry lefties. Let's hear from Jimmy Kimmel's wife and show producer, Molly McInerney, whose moral compass is so warped that she needs deprogramming. That's her word, not mine. First, listen to this bit of chutzpah. She seems to think that anyone...
Hold on a second. Thank you so much, Interstate Travel Crew, for rating us over on Twitch. You're a badass. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, Raiders. I think this might be the first time we actually got a big raid over on Twitch. Thank you so much for the raid. You guys are fantastic. Getting back into Lefties Losing It here.
One who votes for Donald Trump is a victim of misinformation.
So there's like a little bit of sympathy I have for people in my family that I feel are kind of being deliberately misinformed every day. And they're
Not kind of.
Yeah. They're deliberately being misinformed every day.
Are they watching your husband's awful program? Because that's where the hysteria, hate and misinformation is happening. You think we forgot about him lying, straight out lying about Charlie Kirk's murder? Let's hear more from Molly and her delusions of grandeur.
My husband is out there fighting this man. And to me, them voting for Trump is them not voting for my husband and me and our family. And I unfortunately have kind of lost relationships with people in my family because of it. Mm-hmm. This is not just Republican versus Democrat for me anymore. Mm-hmm. It is, to me, it's family values. I feel like I'm kind of in constant conflict, and I'm angry all the time, which isn't healthy at all. But I personalize everything now. When I see these terrible stories every day, I'm immediately mad at certain aunts, uncles, cousins who put him in power. And it's really hard. And I wish I could deprogram myself in some way, but I get really angry.
Yeah, I think a deprogramming is a fine idea. Imagine being that lucky and privileged and choosing to be miserable and bitter every day, and nasty too, to your own flesh and blood. Now, here is another foul lefty with pronouns in her bio, naturally, who thinks it's fun to mock Erica Kirk, a grieving widow who lost the love of her life, the father of her 2 young children, in the most tragic circumstances. But for the left, well, it's just a reason to mock her.
All right, Erica, this is your moment. This is your moment to shine. This is your moment to show America how amazing you are. Be the sad, grieving widow that you have always dreamed of. This is my moment. Fox News. My husband. Yes, we should have cameras in the courtroom. My husband was murdered.
These people really are soulless. Now, let's go to another celebrity who really should not speak about politics. Russell Crowe was on Joe Rogan's podcast and was asked about what's happening in Australia. This was his asinine answer, and a warning here. You may lapse into a coma in the next 36 seconds as you listen to this, as Crowe struggles to articulate his love for Australia's radical left Prime Minister.
What is wrong with the way Australia's run?
Well, we're a little bit lucky at the moment. We have a Prime Minister who's very much motivated by trying to help everybody, which should be the job of a politician, right?
Sure.
To improve the lives of the people that they represent. And he's kind of inherited, a conga line of stupidity that was going on, and he's trying to fix things.
Now, the lockdown continues with the media, including ABC's George Stephanopoulos, continuing to blame the Republicans for Schumer's shutdown. Here, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent takes the Democrat operative to task, and listen to how this interview descends into farce before Scott gets a delicious dig in. Well played, sir.
You were involved in a lot of these in the 90s, and you basically called the Republicans terrorists, and you said that it is not the responsible party that keeps the government closed. And so what we need is 5 brave, moderate Democratic senators to cross the aisle, because right now it is 52 to 3. 5 Democrats can cross the aisle and reopen the government. That's the best way to do it, George.
I can disagree with you about the history there, but we don't need a history lesson right now.
George, let's talk about
what's happening right now.
If you want, I've got all your quotes here. I've got all your quotes here, George.
I'm sure you do.
But
let's talk about the situation.
Read your book. So you got one purchase on Amazon this week, and that's very much what you said.
The bulk of the media has worked tirelessly to live up to the fake news tag, to live up to the public's worst fears about their lack of accuracy and impartiality, and it's often the ones who bleat loudest about misinformation and disinformation who are most guilty. The leftist activists masquerading as neutral journalists, like the ones working at taxpayer-funded BBC, who have been caught out heavily doctoring a speech by President Trump on January 6, 2020, to make it look like he incited a riot. Let's look at what the BBC played, followed by what he actually said.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and I'll be there with you, and we fight. We fight like hell. We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we're going to cheer on our brave senators and congressmen and women.
Ooh, I like the sinister music they played in that doctored version, just to drive the point home, obviously. So how did that happen? Let's hear from the Telegraph's Gordon Rayner, who explains just how deliberate and dishonest the BBC were in manufacturing this bit of fake news, this rewriting of history.
The BBC spliced together two clips that took place 54 minutes apart.
We're going to walk down to the Capitol, and we fight. We fight like hell.
They played that episode a week before the US election, obviously hoping for maximum impact, but they were caught, and for once there were consequences. The BBC's Director General Tim Davie and Head of News Deborah Turness have now been forced to step down. Joining me is Newsweek Senior Editor-at-Large and Article 3 Project.
Okay, that is lefties losing their marbles there. Holy. Well, that is all the news I had for you hooligans today. We're going to get into the fun stuff. We're going to open today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our two funny videos of the day. First one was provided by Colty. It's titled Shell Shock Smurf. And our official funny video of the day was provided by Stoner, and it's titled This is America. It's coming up next. So first we're going to read through the chat, see what you hooligans think about lefties losing their marbles. Saldragu, my dog is running in her sleep and barking. Must be a good dream. Zero chasing rabbits. Yeah. Klaus Daniels has been doing that. He's been sleeping so hard that he has nightmares. He starts squawking and stuff. Sometimes if I wake him up, he'll hiss at me. And then I gotta give him that dad look because you don't fucking hiss at me. But, yep. Damn fur babies. Russell, there's too many Australians in Australia? Maybe. I don't know. It's got to be a real place for there to be too many people there. Russell, people that mock Erica make me sick. Yeah, and the internet is not nice about her at all. Like, not at all. They love going after her. Otters. My idiots are scrapping all over the living room right now. They just came in from outside barking all over the neighborhood. Those fur babies. Magic Moon lefties trying to change history. That's what they do. Change history and definitions. Happy Freedom to you, JF. Yep, you're right. I don't know why they edited that old ass J6 video to lie about it. I mean, I know why they did it, but after all this time, like, people have heard this shit so many times. Otter's deceptive editing. Yeah, exactly. Magic Moon talking over your guest. What the hell? Yeah, I can't stand that stuff when people are being interviewed and you don't let the person you brought on the show to interview even speak. You just talk all over them, and there's a lot of shows that do that. Energy Woman, great line, a conga line of lunatics. That's what they are. Otter's another I need attention influencer. Yeah. Yeah, when we were in the voice chat for Halloween, there was somebody that was live that did blackface over on Rumble. And it's because that's their whole thing, is they want to be controversial and blatantly racist at this point. They're just blatantly being racist because Rumble isn't going to stop them because, you know, hate speech is free speech and whatever. But, like, that's their whole personality, is they got to just be as disruptive as possible in order to get viewers and stuff. Just serve no actual purpose. I don't know. And they're trying to be conservative, but they might as well be a lefty with the way that they're kind of, I don't know, the way that they're going about seeking attention. Happy freedom to you, Southern Eagleman. Hey, and thank you again, Interstate Travel Crew. You're badass. TBD, I love this news lady. She's hilarious. You talking about Rita? Yeah. Rita's a hooligan. She don't know it yet. She'll find out. Nick, I bet he voted for T-Man, but he just wanted to keep his show. Yeah, I think a lot of people are like that. I think a lot of people go out there and talk bad about President Trump because their comrades or their family or whatever is anti-Trump, so they want to be anti-Trump outwardly to protect their business and their shit from everybody they know who's a lefty. But then when they were walking in the booths there, they were voting for the Orange Eagle. Guess I'm no, you can't piss on them. They like that. You know, those lefties, they're like that. All right, hooligans, we're going to get into the fun stuff. Like I said, we're going to open today's door of the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. And we got our 2 funny videos of the day. But before we get into this, I want to remind you, hooligans, if you'd like to support the live to keep us running, you're welcome to use the links in the video description. We have PayPal, Cash App, Stripe, Zelle, Venmo, Locals, Buy Me a Coffee. You can send something to the P.O. Box, or you can even send crypto. Let's see what we get today from the Advent Calendar sent by Tori Wayne. Which gnome will it be today? The gnomes have been getting cooler as we get through the calendar here. I think this one might be a little guy. He seems smaller than the rest. Very festive, though, in his orange outfit. And he's got a spider on his hat, because we like spiders around here. I guess that's why I let them kiss me all over my legs like I'm some sexy broad. Either way, thank you so much, Tori Wayne. Got a nice little gnome collection here. Pardon my nomenclature. Either way, get into our funny videos here. First one, like I said, provided by Culty. Let's get this pulled up. You know what I'm saying? Come on, come on. All right. Like I said, first one was provided by Culty. It's titled Shell Shock Smurf. Goodness, if you were in a blue state and did that, they'd probably charge you with a federal crime. They'd say it was terrorism or something. It was funny. Calm down. It's funny. Get into our official funny video of the day here. This one was provided by Stoner and is titled, This is America.
It's Iran and Iraq, not Iran and Iraq.
We don't care. And to give you an example of how much we don't care, America was once a part of a country called England, right? And we fought a war with them. And they, of course, as the English people, originated the English language. And we changed their language, and now we have the audacity to tell them they have an accent. So good luck getting us to pronounce anything the way you want. This is America!
This is America. Well, hooligans, that is all the coffee I had for you guys today. I'm going to grab this link list link really quick. We're going to drop it in the chats. We're going to read through. We got the Pledge of Allegiance coming up, and then we'll be rating out over on Rumble. All right, hooligans, there is the link list link where all of my links are listed. So if you'd like to make donations, join membership programs, or purchase any merch, I would really appreciate it. All of you guys' contributions keep us running every day except for Sunday, because we got to have a day to recharge those batteries. Definitely go join Discord. Discord is our free hooligan community. It's the best way to be notified every single time we go live. The hooligans are there keeping the conversation going 24/7, and we have 2 news boards to keep you up to date with everything going on around the world. So definitely go join Discord. If you're feeling real saucy, go join Jeff Mac Live. meadows.com. Over on the website, it is the best way to experience the live. Our built-in chat has more ability than any other platform. You can post memes and GIFs and custom emojis and links and all kinds of stuff right there while watching the live. You also have access to Hooligans Alley, which is our private social media area. You'll have access to the forums, the arcade, the Hooligan AI, and our advanced messaging system with the built-in group chats. So definitely go get yourself a membership for jeffmaclive.com. It's the home of the Hooligans. Like I said, we're going to read through really quick. We got the pledge coming up, and then we're right now over on Rumble. Hey, thanks for being with us, Matt Rogers. Enjoy the rest of your day. Russell, I like that dude. Yes. Welcome to America. Zero, and we started spelling things the right way. Yeah, there's a couple words like color. For some reason, I have a hard time spelling color because Canadians smell it differently. Yeah, they spell it differently, and that's how it is over there too. There's a couple words that are like that where they're spelled slightly differently, just because of that. Zero, Christy Gnome, what you're saying? Yeah, I didn't even think of that. Christy Gnome, she's got to be in the box somewhere. She's got her own box. What's up, MU? Happy freedom to you if I didn't get you already. Major, never take Canadians seriously. Oh, I used to bang one. I know. Totally care. I talk how I want. That's right. It's the American way. Kevin, it's a bot fly, not a spider bite. You got big worms under your skin. No, I don't, but thanks for the nightmare sauce. Holy. I'm glad I don't have problems like that. It's bad enough. Somebody asked me in the Discord the other day, they were like, how's your leg doing? I was like, it looks like a corpse that's been sexually abused, but at least I'm healing now. Like, that's probably not the best description, but then after I showed the picture, everybody understood what I was saying. What's up, 1776? Happy freedom to you. I could actually show you guys that picture now I'm thinking about it. Probably. The latest update on what my spider leg looks like. Why does that sound like a double entendre for a wiener? You want to check out my spider leg? No, you nasty pervert. Maybe on the weekend. It's fucking Monday. Let me see if I can find it. Bam, there we go. You guys ready for this sexiness? That's my leg looks like. Fucking spider bite. I know, it's nice and sexy. Yeah. Now you guys get it. Everybody's like, I see what you're saying. Sexually assaulted corpse. I get it now. You guys see what I'm saying? I told you. I tried to tell you. Zero, don't do that to me. I don't know which one's the right one. Russell. Oh, weird. So Brits actually spelled it different. Weird. I did not know that. It's like Collor, Collor, Coulur, and it's all the same fucking color. Just doesn't make sense. So it looks like it's healing. It is healing now that the redness and all of that has calmed down a little bit. Just a little bit. Major showing leg for free. I know. You guys have been good hooligans today. Kevin, should we cut it off? Nah, it'll be all right. Told to care, mummification 5% completed. Yeah, pretty much. That's what I'm saying. Hey, thanks for being with us, Rappy. Enjoy the rest of your day. Manna, you're a Canadian? I didn't know that. I wasn't banging Manna, by the way. We got lots of hooligans that are Canadians. We got worldwide hooligans. Thank you so much, Stern and Southern Eagleman, for the bits over on Twitch. You hooligans are fantastic. Thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate you guys. Southern Eagleman, it was funny. Guess who? Happy freedom to you. Rita wears shoulder pads from the NFL to bulk them up. Yeah, she doesn't want people messing with her. Trying to look buff. That's buff stuff, Rita. Derek, no, you Americans spell things differently. We invented it, so we spell things correctly. I know, you guys keep telling yourself that. It'll be okay. It'll be okay. I was measuring things in increments of Klaus earlier, because Klaus weighs 18 pounds or so. So I was talking with somebody on the phone, and they were like, yeah, it's about 60 pounds. I'm like, damn, that's more than 3 Klauses. And they were like, what is that? And I was like, I'm an American. I'll use anything except for the metric system in order to count things. Like, we are measuring in Klauses around here. It's the American way. Either way, it is that time once again, you hooligans. Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. To the American flag, by the way. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, we did the thing. Let's figure out who we're raiding over on Rumble. It's a brand new week, so the list is wide open here. And everybody's live. Let me see. Nelly Bean's live. Glamour's live. Robert's live. Red Pill's live. Let me see. I think Robert has raided us before. They just started, so we should raid them back. I don't know what'll happen. They may not acknowledge us at all. I have no idea. But they raided us, and it's about time we paid them back, I suppose. So this is who we're raiding here. We're going to see how it goes. Don't forget, hit that like button as soon as you land, you hooligans. Hit that like button as soon as you land, hooligans. I didn't realize I was muted. Let's do the thing.
But not all the cops, right? I think Trump pardoned all the J6ers, but I'm not sure all the police got or needed a pardon. But I might be missing something. But I don't think so. What's up, Michael? Thank you for that. This old guy says, that's a Capitol Hill police cruiser. Okay, that is not a Metro. It looks like Capitol Police, yeah. So maybe she was waving to her friends, thought she was out there doing an operation. Maybe they knew it. Very strange. Sharpie guy. Hey, dang, Rob. First day of free time, and I got so busy doing stuff that is stacked up, I lost track of time. 25 minutes behind you, so blessings, y'all. I'll get better managing time soon. Woohoo, I'm free to go. Good to see you, Sharpie guy. And Sharpie guy was great. He was saying this morning, he's now basically a retiree after decades of sharpening knives and other things. Ravicus, let's put Columbo on the pipe bomb case. Columbo. He doesn't, I don't think I've seen, is that a film? Don't think I've seen that film, but doesn't look like he's that capable of solving many things. E. Texley. Hey, thank you, E. Texley. Wait, did Shani Kirkhoff sign off as her own supervisor on that use of force report? I can't tell if that's the same signature.
All right. Anyway, somebody in their chat reached out to us. I think there's something going on with their live stream there. They were saying they're having problems with Rumble. But either way, fantastic raid by you hooligans. Like I said, they raided us before. They dumped a ton of people in the chat, so it was just time for us to pay it back. You guys did fantastic. We're going to read through really quick, but we are wrapping this up. We'll be live again tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Ghostly, did you know the way that Brits talk is fake? They started talking that way to sound fancy and wasn't their real accent. After a few generations of sounding like D-bags, it just kind of stuck. That's what I've heard, Ghostly. I heard that their accent used to sound more like ours, and they changed it after we became redheaded stepchildren. Interesting. It's interesting how it goes. Hey, thanks for being with us, guess enjoy the rest of your day. Russell, my tourniquet is ready. No, you can't put your wiener in a tourniquet. It'll fall off. Hey, thanks for being with us, Elder Zoomer. Major raiding the fridge. That's what I'm going to be doing here in a second. I'm going to try and make chili again. It was fantastic last time, so I'm hoping it turns out good today. That's the goal. Kevin, at this rate, you'll be half spider come spring. I mean, I'm trying. I'm just a young spider lad growing here. Happy freedom to you, H-Bick. Thank you, Magic Moon. Appreciate you. Total care. Made it through Monday. Take care. You take care as well. Absolutely. Oh, yeah, tomorrow is Veterans Day. We will be live tomorrow. we'll have fun stuff to do while you guys get the day off. Magic Moon. Well, I don't think he was. I don't know if the live was delayed or if they played like an older video. Somebody in their chat said that they were having issues with Rumble and that they were late or something. There was latency or something. And so I don't think that they necessarily intentionally ignored the raid. I think things weren't lining up. And sometimes that happens. I don't know. But they raided us before. I owed them. So we raided them back. I don't know. We're not going to knock them off the list right this moment. But when we're finding out new people, if we raid them and they don't acknowledge us, we don't raid them again. But like I said, this situation's a little different. And I think they were having a tech problem. But yeah, it is kind of a bummer when that happens for sure. Cheeky Chops. Appreciate you, Cheeky Chops. Raiders of the Storm. You're going to get that song stuck in my head. I'll check it out, Zero. Thank you for looking that up. What's up, B-Job? Happy freedom to you. Okay, so B-Job is from Robert's chat there. They were having tech issues. Thank you for letting me know, and thank you for the follow. Magic Moon, Rumble's having issues. Yeah, I wasn't able to go live on X or on Kick today because Rumble Studios having issues. So hopefully we'll have a smoother live tomorrow. I think we're good to go, though, you hooligans. I appreciate all of you guys being here. Thank you guys for helping me cover the news, and thank you for helping me make the news suck a little less. You guys go out there and enjoy the rest of your day. Find yourself some good food, have fun, but please be safe, and I'll try and do the same. And like I said, make your way back to us tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern time, for the very next Coffee with Hooligans. Hey, I appreciate you, B-Job. Thank you for following us. You're a badass. All right, you hooligans, have a good day. And be the great hooligans I know you guys are. Huge shout out to everyone that made donations, joined the membership programs, or purchased any merch. I really appreciate all of you hooligans, and I wouldn't be able to do any of this if it wasn't for you. So thank you so much for all your support, and I'll see you on the next live. Until then, stand tall, shine bright, and that's a wrap.
Jeff.